Hi everyone, I thought I'd do a reading for the winter solstice energies that are happening today, the 21st of the 12th, 2021, and see what the energies are saying to us. Okay, so I'm going to use the Gaia deck first of all. Okay, what do we need to know about today, the winter solstice in the northern hemisphere, summer solstice in the southern hemisphere? What do we need to know? What messages has Spirit got for us? What do we need to learn or know? How can we navigate today's energies? We're in the middle of spiritual big jobs at the moment with the energies. Advice, help, support for navigating this solstice energy, please. What do we need to know? Okay, we have peace is up the right way. I'm just going to bring that out. I actually put it in the wrong way from this morning's reading, the morning message. But obviously wants to come back out again. What do we need to know for today? Solstice, 21st of December 2021. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we have apprehension, moving out into the world, doubt and fear. And then we have eternal dance. So let me just show you there, apprehension. Then we have eternal dance. Okay, movement, wheel of life, path of least resistance. And then remembrance. And this is resurfacing of past feelings and emotions. Okay, so we may be feeling a little bit apprehensive and a little bit fearful, doubting ourselves. As I said earlier, there's really big energies going on at the moment, and it can sort of knock us off balance, make us doubt ourselves. And the advice is really, this is just all of part of a bigger whole, a bigger sort of universal evolution and movement, an eternal dance, okay, in the wheel of life. And the best way to work with that is to just go with it, to flow. These are the mystical shaman cards for the week, which again, stop resisting, just go with the flow, and come to a state of peace within yourself. Okay, release dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts, just letting them all wash away, the doubts, the fear that you might be carrying. Remembrance, resurfacing of past feelings and emotions. So yeah, all this old stuff coming up. The advice is to make peace with it and just let it flow away. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say on the back of that. I'm using the Mary L deck today for this reading. Landscapes of the abyss. It can feel a bit like we're crossing a bit of an abyss at the moment. Okay, so what do we need to know for today, the solstice? 21st of the 12th, 2021. What messages are there for the collective from Spirit? Just got a message sort of coming through with people on the planet. So in the northern hemisphere, we're reaching the peak of winter and the winter solstice, and in the southern hemisphere you're reaching the peak of summer and summer solstice. And the message is about, as we all work together and we take care of healing ourselves and working with the solar energies and the lunar energies ourselves, then we help to bring the planet back into balance. We connect in with the divine feminine and Gaia and the divine masculine and source, and play our parts, then we help to bring everything back into balance. Okay, so a little message just come through that we need to know. Okay, so a reading please for today. What do we need to know? So let's have a look where we are at the moment. We have the Five of Swords. The situation is the Fool, start of a new journey. What's crossing us is the Seven of Discs. Higher Self is the Ace of Swords. Foundation is the Magician. Recent Past is Seven of Swords. Recent future is the Four of Swords. Where we are, the Ace of Wands. The outer situation, the Knight of Discs. Hopes and fears, the Wheel of Fortune. And then outcome is the Ten of Cups. Let's just have some cards of clarity there. Nine of Cups, Eight of Cups, and the King of Cups. This is all around our emotional selves. Well, lots of it is around our emotional selves. Just bringing it back up to remembrance and resurfacing of past feelings and emotions. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. Okay, so the overall energies of the day is to go within, to seek wisdom and knowing. Okay. For me, sort of winter solstice is very much the peak of that journey, sort of inwards into the darkness, into the longest night, into the subconscious, and to see sort of what comes up, what's there, and what am I going to bring up to carry out into the next year. So where we are is Five of Swords, and that is about the doubts and the fears, the apprehension. Sometimes, it's very easy to self-sabotage when we're feeling doubtful or fearful about what's happening and where we're going. But the situation, we're on the threshold of a new journey, a new beginning, a new cycle. Okay, part of this eternal dance, this wheel of life, this path of least resistance. Just take that first step into the abyss. Just step off the edge of the mountain and just see, trust and allow life to carry you. Okay, it can bring up old fears from the past. Okay, what's crossing us is we've got the Seven of Discs. And in this deck, this just really is, for me, about the new dawning and just sparking sort of all the seeds we've planted, and the energy flowing from them out into life, lightening up the darkness. Don't know if you can see, sort of everything's in shadow, even the sun coming over the horizon, but it lights up everything and brings energy to everything. Okay, our higher self and connection above, we have the Ace of Swords, clarity coming in, connecting in. When we trust, we can gain sort of divine clarity onto the situation. I've said before about all the aces, and we've got 3 aces here. The only one we haven't got is the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, but we've got the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So for me, the Ace is all about sort of the gift of that element from the divine. So we've got the gift of clarity coming in, inspiration, the mind. Okay, the foundation is the Magician. Yeah, we are able to manifest what it is that we're working on. We're in control of all the elements. The power is within us. We can unite heaven and earth, and we can manifest out into the world. If the Fool is 0, the Magician is 1. So by trusting and just stepping out, then, you know, we can manifest out into the world. In the recent past, what we have is the 7 of Swords. Distrust of ourselves, distrust from others. We may have been hiding the truth or not seeing the truth of ourselves, or others might have been not being truthful with us. But that is moving into the past. As we tune into above and into ourselves, wisdom, knowledge and opening, we're seeing the truth. What we're moving into is the 4 of Swords. And the 4 of Swords is about truth, it's about peace, it's about healing. And in this card, it's about the clouds being blown away. Again, coming back to gaining clarity. Where we are in ourselves, when we get this clarity, this gift of mind from the divine, it could spark a gift of inspiration within us. Okay, new sort of passions rising, that connection within ourselves, sparking a new passion, a new inspiration into our lives. Externally, just proceed with caution, the Knight of Pentacles, one step at a time. We're not in any rush. The important thing is to be at peace and to do this and to go with the flow. Go with the flow, go with the cycle of the moon. Be just in this eternal dance of the rhythms of nature. Hopes and fears. We have the Wheel of Fortune, another wheel, a wheel of life, a wheel of fortune. Things changing. Okay, we're moving on. We've come to the end of one cycle of energy. We've hit the solstice, and then the energy is going to rise, and we start the new cycle. Or even in the southern hemisphere, where you've reached peak solar energy, the energy is going to change, and it's going to flow back down again. So it is all about change. The outcome, the gift of love. If we steady with this work, if we go with the flow, then we receive the gift of love. We have more insight into that. The number 9, the 9 of Cups, the emotional wish card. What is it that you want? Okay, what is it emotionally? What is it that you desire? Then the 8 of Cups, walking away, walking onto our spiritual path. And in this card, this deck, the card sort of links to number 8, the Strength card. Finding our inner strength, looking within, connecting into it. Okay, with the Hermit. And by doing that, then we get the King of Cups. We come into balance in our emotions. Okay, seas, the emotional seas become calm. We find ourselves at peace. We're not fighting the flow and the direction. We're following the path of least resistance. and just going along with the flow. So that's the energies for today for the solstice. I'm just going to pick a Work Your Light card to go with this reading. What inspiration do we, or can we get from the Work Your Light cards? Holding on to the light, holding ourselves in the light. Okay, so we get unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts and past lives. Okay, if we bring these up to the surface, remembering them, releasing them, bringing ourselves back into balance, going with the flow, we unbind ourselves from all the ghosts of the past. Okay, and we're at peace. Okay, again, a big moon in the back of that card. Okay, and let's have a look, just see if anything else is jumping out at me. Oh yes, we had the 3 aces, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. The ace that is missing is the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so often when you get 3 of that number, in this case the aces, then the message for me, the way I read, is that sort of by doing all of this, then it opens up the energy of that 4th card. So it opens up new opportunities, a new pathway for us to follow, a new direction. Okay, so yeah, really sort of being in your emotions, I think, today. That seems to feel, that feels like the strongest energy. Okay, leaving the head stuff with the swords, and we're coming back into our hearts. Okay, so that's your solstice message for today. If this resonated for you, then please like, share and subscribe. For notifications when I'm releasing readings, then click on the wiggly bell. If you'd like a personal reading from me, or as a gift, if you're still looking for gifts for Christmas, then, you know, contact me at the email address below, and I can either do a gift voucher or, you know, something for your friends, whatever. Thank you for watching the video. I'm going to go away to rest my brain, which seems to be just a bit all over today. It's been a bit just going on and on and on, this energy, and I think my brain's ready for a rest now. Okay, until next time, thank you for watching and